once we roll out the clay, it's very important to understand how stiff the clay is, how dry the clay is. This is straight out from the bag. You roll it out, it's got no strength. If I want to build tall, it just flop. Okay? If you let the piece of slab dry for a few hours in an airy place or under a fan, it depends how airy your place is. But as you can see that it's hardened a little bit. That is called the ladder stage, the early on ladder stage. It got strength when you build up, and then it's got the strength to build tall. When you're rolling out clay slab, so make sure that you flip and roll in all directions. Keep flipping it and keep rolling in all directions. Pay attention to those trap air. If you do see a bubble trap air, just poke it. Okay. Then you'll get rid of those trap air. It's got a lot of lines and creases and all that. You can use a spatula just to smooth the clay, and you get rid of all those lines. Cut out your template, place it on your slab, and then trace it, and then cut out the clay slab like this. And then use a needle tool, something not too sharp, and then trace on those pattern lines there. And then you take the template away, then you get the well dish. Then you can, if you wish, you can deepen these lines here a little bit, or if you don't wish to want to have these lines, you don't have to draw this. This is just a guide for you, that is either you do a bit of carving or just that you can follow a pattern when you do coloring. That is, you use a slip or underglaze. This is only a guide, it's not a must. Like here, that would be quite nice that you have one color here and then the patches of, like you might have light blue here, darker blue there. And what you do is, now you got this cut out, then you will turn the edge a little bit up all the way around to form a dish shape. How high do you want it to be? Then the edge is totally up to you. So it's basically, it is like that. It's like what I said, it's really up to you that how high the edge you want it to be. And what you can do is use your hair dryer. You can use your hair dryer while you're drying with the hair dryer, then also at the same time stop from time to time to reshape your dish. It just, yeah. So I don't really want it to actually totally dry. It just stiffen up a little bit. As you might see here, there's a little crack here. What you do is, before it's totally dry, then try to use a wooden tool and then really stop the tearing, Yeah, maybe use a wet your brush a little bit and then really stop the tearing here, the cracks, yeah, and then let it rehydrate it. quite like that to have the eye sticking out, so I will do a bit of cut out a circle, do a bit of scoring, and put some slip on. And that's it. And use the back of a brush and then just push it in. And that is the fish. The dish here is like this. So now again, drying the piece, smoothing the clay, use a sponge, wet it and squeeze dry it, and then you can go and smooth out all the edges. If you wish that you can make some holes there. To drain the soap. If you don't have one of these thing to drill holes, you can just use a brush and just poke it, and then you get some holes here. But then you might need to clean it at the back to do a bit of scraping. Yeah, then you get holes there.